What's up, everyone? We're about to get this axle out, the driver's side left front. First thing we want to do is get this cotter pin out. Just gonna fold it so it's straight, and then you can pull it out the other side out of the hole. So I go ahead and I got it flat, and now I'm gonna pull it out. You can use dikes, or you could use needle nose, regular pliers. You know, we gotta get it out, and we want to replace it too after we're done. Put this right here, and then we're gonna get this crown off the nut, and also just set him aside. We will reuse him. I'm using a 32 millimeter because I don't have a 28. I think it's a 28, but this 32 won't get it off. But if you have a 28, that's good too. All right, so I just gunned it off with my gun. If you're in the driveway, you can probably use a breaker bar to get it off. All right, so let's move over here. I gotta get this tie rod off. Same thing, I gotta get the cotter pin out, go and fold it flat, and then pull it out. We can put him away. And with these, I got the 17 millimeter off. So you want to tap it with a hammer right where my finger is. See right here, the way I got this out is I was hitting it with a hammer, and it literally just popped out. So if you're hitting the top of it, you won't damage it, and it'll just pop out for you. So next, let's get these wires loose. These aren't made to strain at all, so we're going to get them disconnected and loose, so when we move the knuckle, it won't stretch them or break them. Go ahead and pull this connector, this little plastic thing. You can just push it off. I'll go ahead and get those nuts out. It's a 10 millimeter for the brake line up there, and then a 12 millimeter up here. Alright, so I got my brake line bolt loose. It's a 12. I'll go and pull him out. See, my brake line is a little more loose now. And then I got this one loose. This is for the sensor, actually. It's a 10 millimeter, and then it might be stubborn. Just pull it off, and that way these won't break when we're moving stuff around. On the bottom here, I'm gonna go and do these 17 millimeters. There's 3 of them. 2 nuts, 1 bolt. We're going to take those out. Okay, got those off. Now I'm going to just make sure everything up top is loose. Oh, I forgot about this, the stabilizer bar. Let's go ahead and disconnect him. It's a 14. All I got to do is take the top one off. You can push him out, and he'll be out the way. All right. Got him off, got them off. Now down here, we're going to put a pry bar, or if you have a long screwdriver between this lower ball joint and the little where it connects to, just pry between there, and you should be able to pop it out. Pop those bolts that sit into the lower control arm out of there. Let me get going here. Just like this. Just put your pry bar in, and then you can just pop it out. So now that we've got that off, I'm gonna go ahead and tap this with this plastic hammer. If you use a real hammer, you're gonna mushroom head this top, and you're at new, and it'll damage the axle. So you want to use a plastic one. I know I'm replacing the axle, but I still use a plastic one. All right, so I got my axle out. I pulled the knuckle aside. Now I'm in here by the transmission. The axle has these little notches for prying on. What I'm going to do is just pry on them a little bit with a pry bar. And what else I'm going to do is try to tap on it with a pry bar with a hammer too. I'm going to put it on the axle, on that notch, and tap it with a hammer. See, this is what I've been doing. I tapped on it and it popped out a little bit. I'm just going to finish the rest off hitting it. All right. So now I got it out. The seal looks okay. Go ahead and put my old one here, matched up with my new one. They look pretty good. Yeah, pretty identical. You can lube the splines on both sides if you want, just some regular lube. No, nothing crazy. Just put a little bit on there. There's the part number. I know you can't really see it, but all right. So I put my axle in. You're gonna have to massage it in, you just get it in there and just kind of wiggle it until it goes in. You'll hear it like pop in and click. So now just put everything back together. I put these back on, put the lower ball joint back in the control arm, put 14 back on the stabilizer bar, and put my tie rod back on. Just go ahead and tighten everything down, put these wires back on, the 12 millimeter for the brake line, and then the 10 millimeter up there. I got new cotter pins. always use new cotter pins. If you're in a bind and you just don't have one, you know, just put the old one back in. It's better than nothing, but it's just good to replace them. And then you just put them through and you bend them just like the other ones were. That's not the best bending, but it'll serve its purpose. All right, so I'm putting my nut back on. You can lube this, so you know, if you ever have to take it off in the future, like the axle won't be all rusty. If it is rusty on you when you're taking it off, make sure you clean that rust off as much as you can, so then the nut will come off and not get damaged. Let me go and use my air gun. Tighten it down. I got my new cotter pin. Oh wait, I forgot my crown. I gotta put my crown back on. So I'm gonna pull this back out, put my crown on. The crown's reusable. It just goes over the nut, and then you put the cotter pin in, so it'll protect it. If you put your crown on and it's blocking the hole, just take it off and move it to where it'll have a hole. You know, put this through. We're gonna bend it. All right, and that's about it. Going to clean my rotor off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, comment if you like these videos. You know, if I know which ones you guys like, I'll do those ones. So again, thanks for watching. Just double check everything you did. I know this video was a little quicker than usual, so sorry, but you know, it's still informative, I think. Remember to put this clip back on. Yeah, I got everything. I got my stabilizer bar good. I got my lower control arms good. And here's the old one. I don't have the part number. Sorry about that. I'll get it on the next video. Whatever I do, I'll have the part number. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, everybody, and please subscribe.